Need to say to get you fired up, it's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And technically, you'd still call him a young quarterback in this league, but he's now at that stage of his career where we're about to take the word young and remove it because he's been in this situation before. He's been in the playoffs. Now he wants to advance his team deep and find his way into a Super Bowl. He's ready to take the next step.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The give is to Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry by Elliott. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will strike first here, this wild card matchup. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Play action. Now Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. 7 yards to pick up there. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's got room. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Pollard. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A give to Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 60 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 2nd and 1, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 59 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the second of our tripleheader here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back up to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And this tells the story right here. As a unit, negative yards passing through 2 quarters of play. That is something you almost never see. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll operate from the 32-yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go to Elliott again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Prescott yet again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little. And they're able to do just just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Good job.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing. Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Come on.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The return man, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete on a deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo got a man. That's Trent Sherfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Garoppolo now. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.